So in this video I'm going to be talking about Attack on Titan's final season, episode 8. There's going to be a reaction and that episode was serious, but make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Sit back, relax, let's get into this. So in this episode I'm going to talk about Eren, Reiner, Sasha, those little kids. The whole episode we're going to review it and react to it. This one is going to be lit. A lot of things happened in this one, so get a snack, relax, Carl. It's going to be a long one. And this episode went straight into the action. Left off from episode 7, we see Reiner versus Eren. I thought it was going to be a quite long fight, but the duration of the fight wasn't too bad in a grand scale of things that occurred. Of course, it looked like Reiner was going to go head on with Eren, but based on the other episodes, I could tell that Reiner didn't have that in him, inside his heart, that was to do that. But Reiner was smart. He outsmarted Eren in that moment of time and was able to acquire back the Jaw Titan, which showed how Reiner understood the battle at hand, that Eren was running low on energy. So that was an interesting thing to see. So we see Eren and the rest of the Paradise Island. You already know what them man call them, the demons from Paradise Island, right? Retreating on a kind of air balloon kind of thing, playing quite old fashioned. But the thing that I was thinking to myself was, I can't lie to you people, let me know in the comment section if you're thinking this as well. Like, wouldn't someone just take a gun and shoot the balloon and it will just lose air and start losing altitude? That's what was going through my mind. But of course I was thinking, why ain't more people shooting? But it looks like these people was very calculated. Eren and his friends were very calculated about their endeavors, about what they were doing. They took time to strategize and take the course of this plan, that they was able to make sure that those miscalculations or those certain things did not occur or happen. And for me, it was very interesting when Eren did get onto the plane, how he was treated as if he was someone that did something he weren't meant to do. And the way I see Eren getting treated by Levi's, as if Eren's on probation. Them ones there, probation period, or he wasn't being good in class and he's on report. Them ones there. But anyway, we see in the episode the individuals trying to flee and one of them staying back to make sure Jean can get back and see the rest of the team and everybody's accounted for. At the time, we learn knowledge that only 6 people died, which does show, of course it's sad on their side, but does show the success of their mission, of how they executed it to an extent. But for me, I was looking at them when they was cheering, saying victory, victory, victory. They were celebrating a bit too quick. Them ones there, like, wouldn't you celebrate when you're out and back home? You still stay on tension because you're still in enemy perimeters, you're still within enemy's yard. So even though you're up in the air, you're still there. You get me? So I was thinking on their part, that was a bit kind of a big, huge miscalculation. Like, even say you're winning 3-0 in a match, you have to make sure you play the match out to the 90 minutes to make sure that, listen, nothing mad is going on. And of course we see the art of war yet again, that Attack on Titans presents so beautiful. We see the 2 kids. I don't even want to say the girl's name after what she did. I don't even want to say it. Do you get me? But we see what occurred, what happened. But from her side it makes sense, because from her eyes, her hometown just got destroyed. People she cares about just got killed like there was flies. And even her friend getting people stamping over them, and in the chaos her friend dying. So you can understand her rage, but at the same time, I don't know, because we see more of the people from Paradise Island, and I'm about to touch on Sasha's death. We see a lot of these things. We see the pain of war, the emotions. This is why Attack on Titan is such a brilliant anime. It does anime in a quite different way, but And I always say there's a reason why Attack on Titans is spending a lot of time focused on these two kids, is because they're going to make these two kids play a big role in the future for sure. That's all I could see on that kind of aspect regarding those two. But we're going to touch on Sasha's death. That one hit me. Let me not lie, I felt a little bit sad on that one, no cap. Felt a little bit sad because I was looking at that and I was just like, nah, of course, you see the emotions. There was a little conversation as well between the three of them, right? Jean and the other two and Sasha, about how they love each other as a group and they don't know what they'll do if they lost one of each other. So that was very difficult in that sense, because you see how they built it up. They played it out to that moment. Even the guy getting killed, he hesitated because it was a child. Do you get it? When he could have killed that girl, he hesitated because she was a child, which was his downfall that led to him losing his life. Oh, now she's a child, let me leave her alone. One of those kind of things there. He had his heart. And it kind of makes you like, obviously us people, just the screen watchers, will be looking at it like, nah, he should have just emmed her. Do you know what I'm saying? He should have just killed her. Like, you get it? But Gabby had her reasons for doing that, and she was smart with it in that sense of how she took him out. Not even saying she was smart with it. I actually have to take that back. More time it was his fault. It was his conscience that made him die, and then allowed her to get onto the plane and actually kill Sasha. And now let's talk about Sasha. This is how people's awareness in the heat of the moment. Sasha even said, "Did you hear that? Did you hear that? How do you know what, Attack on Titans? Why did you have to do that? Why did you have to kill Sasha? All she wanted was some meat. You know them ones. All she wanted was some meat." You see, we've seen before how Falcon, the little boy, was battling with his emotions and all of those type of things there in the moment of the time. But Falcon literally has big love for Gabby. And of course we're going to get into the twist. You people know, that's what I call it, the twist. We see Mr. Zeke, right? Mr. Zeke, just there on Evan. Let me not even say Aaron, let me say Levi side. Looks like he was communicating with them. Looks like he was actually in the midst of their plan, because at the end of the day he's an Eldian himself and he wants to, you know, help free his people. Hey, quiet down. Remember when that was said to Sasha before sometimes I divert, and I'm diverting right now sometimes. But you see when she said she heard something and it was Gabby that she heard, but there was like, hey, quiet down, and that moment cost her life, man. Her life. And you know what, Sasha, I feel like that was sad to see, has a lot of similarities to Reiner. No capital case, that was sad to see, man. Him having that kind of war in his mind. They had to get rid of him. Want to be there. The only reason he's there is because of Gabby, the little girl. But anyway, those guys should have been smart and just done what they just forgot about their emotions and threw them off shit, really, in my opinion. Because if there's one thing you know about anime, people's conscience, people's mistakes, people's overlooking usually costs people in the end. And maybe it might be one of these kids that may actually end up killing Aaron one day. Hopefully not. But yeah, the twist with Zeke, I want to do a video, maybe, depends on how the video does. But what on earth does Zeke actually want? What on earth is he actually doing there? Those are two questions I want to ask, and I want you people to think about it. Why on earth is he there? How did it even get to that point? How did they even start working together? How did it get to that point exactly? That's something. And second, then the next question, can he be trusted? What's his goals? What's his aims? Because a lot of people are probably scratching their heads thinking, how on earth are these guys working together? You get me? Like, how did that happen? But no, this episode was too lit, man. Too lit. Of course I didn't touch on everything, but yeah, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, Check out my videos on Black Clover, Jujutsu Kaisen. I've done one little thing on One Piece today as well, dropped a few. But yeah, I'll be talking about, and check out my preview. I dropped a preview on Attack on Titan for episode 9. Go check that one out. Hey, I'm out.